Since I did Serious Man, I get offered every Jewish role.
Isn't that just so offensive?
It's not that offensive. I don't blame them.
So we're not going to do that next pitch that I had for you. It's not
He's a
very
Jewish
inspirational.
surfboarder?
It's about the first Jew who died in the Holocaust.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, come on, it's one Jew.
No, he's like in line.
It's like one Jew.
He's like in line for the train.
First Jew to die.
I think it's a good idea. Hello and welcome to the Adam Friedland Show. I'm Adam Friedland. As always, I got to shout out our members here on youtube.com. If you would like to join the Friedland Family Foundation and get bonus content, your name in the credits, discounts on merch, and access to episodes before everyone else, you can do so by hitting the join button at the top of the page or by clicking the link in the description below. Also, if you prefer to support us through Patreon, we have a link in our description to our Patreon. My guest this week is beloved character actor Richard Kind. Of course, he's known for his roles in projects such as Serious Man, Sharknado 2, the list goes on and on. He's the kind of actor where every time he appears on the screen, he just makes you smile. You feel like you've run into an old friend or something. Kind of like when you see, what's her name? What's the redhead from Boogie Nights?
Julianne Moore.
Kind of like when you see Julianne Moore's tits. Now, during the research process, I tried to find some commonality between me and the guest. And I'll be honest with you guys, this one had me stumped. Like what could I possibly have in common with character actor Richard Kind? As many of you know, I'm an outsider in the traditional media complex. People have described me as a punk rocker or a disruptor. I don't know what that means. But Richard Kind could not be further from my world. He's a Hollywood mainstay. He's entrenched in the establishment, the studio system, and he's been there for decades. He's bedded some of the most beautiful women in Hollywood famously, and I prefer to keep my sexuality a secret, kind of like Pedro Pascal. I enjoy spending my time with my staff here at the Adam Friedland Show. Meanwhile, Richard's someone who rubs shoulders with A-listers. His best friend's George Clooney, and his second best friend is George Clooney's wife. But despite the circumstances, this was one of the most intriguing and inspiring conversations of my life. Two strangers from two different worlds who, through the power of dialogue, find that we're all just human. We live in divided times. Most Americans prefer binging on streaming services instead of helping a neighbor who's being beaten to death. So after the end credits theme song plays in this episode, and you're sitting there in your living room, go out of your house. Go up to a stranger, any stranger, don't be afraid, no matter who it is, and say hello. I think you're going to like what happens next. So with that, my interview with Richard Kind, guys. Enjoy it. He's Jewish also.
Oh.
He's also Jewish.
You are so right.
Yeah.
Well,
Should we leave the Julianne Moore part?
I think it's fine.
This episode is sponsored by Ro. Ro Sparks are a 2-in-1 prescription treatment for guys who need a secret weapon. It's the new wave. They hit the bloodstream faster because they dissolve right under the tongue. So no more waiting to perform. After Ro Sparks dissolve, they work in 15 minutes on average. They can give you a boost to last longer. They can give you a bigger and a longer erection. And sparks stay active in your system for up to 36 hours. So you can get back to back to back to back, round after round, and be ready the morning after to have sex. The best part is it's 100% online, so there's no awkward conversations with in-person providers. If approved treatment ships directly to your door, if prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off your first order of Sparks on a recurring plan. So connect with a provider at ro.co/TAFS to find out if prescription Ro Sparks are right for you. That's ro.co/TAFS for $15 off your first order. Ladies and gentlemen, legendary Hollywood actor Richard Kind, everyone. I was 15 minutes late.
Sit down, everybody, sit down. The band sounds great.
Oh my gosh. No, we pipe them in. We have Cool in the gang, actually.
Is that true?
Live via satellite.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
they play a different song. It's incredibly expensive. Thank you for coming.
My pleasure to be
I acknowledge
here.
I was 15 minutes late. It's
But why?
My dog ate some shit. And
Oh, that's the worst. I just heard last night. I'm walking on the street.
Yeah.
And two beautiful dogs and lovely woman.
I wouldn't call them that.
What?
The
woman was not a dog. The
Oh,
two dogs were
okay.
dogs.
All right, come on.
But the woman
Yeah.
was describing one of the dogs ate a towel. And they sit at home together, and she has a camera, and she watches the dogs during the day while she's at work. They don't play with each other, and they're brother and sister.
Oh my God.
Isn't that sort of fascinating?
Oh my word. You want to hear something beautiful?
Go ahead.
Okay. My dog, she's a real piece of crap. I got her off the streets.
Great. No, the best.
I rescued her. She's a pit bull. She's from Bedford Stuyvesant.
Now I have to like you.
Yeah, I'm a
because you're
good
so
guy.
Nice.
I'm a really good guy. Her name's Isis, which was difficult. I call her Icy because I can't be at the dog park. I can't be like, I'm training with Isis. You know, okay, of course. So Isis, first of all, Isis has been shitting all night in the house. It's like I have a newborn or something. Yeah. And
She's sick.
She's sick right now. So
Okay.
yeah, I haven't gotten any sleep, and I said, she's a big fan too. It would break her heart if she knew.
What's your favorite thing I've done? Go ahead. Okay, I'm kidding. Go
her
ahead.
favorite thing-
Talk about the dog. We gotta hurry.
In general, is smelling piss is her favorite thing. But yeah, she can't get enough of it. Actually, I wish I liked anything that
so
much.
what's the diagnosis?
So I don't know. They just gave her some antibiotics or something, and I'm feeding her rice.
Okay, let me
Yeah.
ask a couple of questions. How long ago did you find her?
I found her now, I think 10 years ago. Okay.
Oh.
So she was a depressed woman, okay? And some guy was like, I was just breeding her at my grandmother's house. She has nowhere to live, and her like nipples were distended because she was a breeder dog for like fight dogs, right? And she was miserable. She was depressed. She was like, and she was sad. And when I got her, and then she got in a big, huge street fight. Within a week of me getting her, and I'd never had a dog before. And listen, I'm like the definition of a gentrifier. Like I'm like a Jewish guy that's like 150 pounds wet with like a murder machine on a leash.
Right.
And so she gets in this terrible fight with this other pit bull, and then
with another pit
this
bull.
bagger Vance shows up, this ghost, and he said, "You want to get the dogs to stop fighting?" And he's like, "You got to put a stick up their ass." And then so I was putting a stick up my dog's ass.
Hold on.
Wait.
Are you serious? A stick up the ass.
A stick up the ass. Well, it'll get anyone to stop fighting, really.
I understand, but
Yeah.
there's an expression, put a stick up their ass, and then there's the reality of sticking a stick up their ass.
I literally, I couldn't find a stick, so I ended up putting, full disclosure, I ended up I'm no kinky guy, but I put my finger, and then she released immediately. Anyway, so terrible dog, but she loves. Okay, we were walking down the street. We see a boy dog. This is like a year ago. A doppelganger. Looks exactly like her. And I said, oh my God, they could be twins. My dog starts jumping up, spinning, jumping up, spinning, jumping up, spinning. The boy dog's like bored. He doesn't care. I say, oh yeah, like she's a Brooklyn dog. I got her on on Green, between like Malcolm X and I forgot the other cross street. And he said, oh, this dog's from that same block. I said, how old is he? How old is he? And they said, he's 9. And I said, she's 10. And so I think she met her son.
That's crazy.
I started weeping.
But there's
I
so
started
many
weeping
things.
on the streets.
I'm going to go back to another part of the story.
Yeah.
Is the amount of legal damage that could have been thrust upon you, much less physical damage, much less physical damage to you, to physical damage to somebody else. With a dog like that, like you say, it's a killing machine.
She was still in survival mode.
I mean, I heard a story about somebody walking their dog in the Hamptons, and the dog attacked the other dog, killed it.
Yeah. That's classic Hamptons for you.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah. It's,
I mean, they're just
Maybe-
ruthless.
maybe-
the Hamptons is ruthless.
Maybe in West Hampton, you know.
They bring Wall
I don't
Street
even
down with
consider that the Hamptons, you know. I call it Worst Hampton. Okay, we're starting. Our audience is penniless and alone, so I don't know if that's a good place to start.
Well, stick a finger up their ass.
I'll stick a
Okay,
finger.
up the ass of all your audience.
It's funny because there is that legendary story. Speaking of crapping in animals, there's the legendary. You were roommates with Mr. George Clooney once.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're asked about this all the time.
All the time. Let's not ask about it now.
Okay.
No, I'm going to stop. I'll stop. I'm going to tell you a
George
couple of
Clooney
things.
took a shit on your dog.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's the story.
I will tell you, I get asked, my joke is that under special skills on my resume,
Yeah.
I have friend of George Clooney. More people ask about George than they ask about me.
I didn't mean to.
I know you don't mean
thought it
to,
was
and
the
we didn't talk.
proximity of
This
the
is
animal
how,
trapping story.
let me just say, this is how improvised and fresh this is. We didn't even pre-interview. So he doesn't know. Don't ask a lot about George, because I'm going to tell you why. It's because he gets asked about by me a lot, number one. Number two, I talk and I talk and I talk and I talk.
Same.
And I might say something that may be interpreted as negative about George. And you know what? Just recently I was misquoted in New Yorker magazine, and in the notes, they had like an interview, a fact-checking thing. I cleared it up, and still it was printed incorrectly.
I read that. You said that George Clooney wants China to invade Taiwan, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this
Why
is why,
would you say
this
that?
is why I don't like to
You
talk
should
about
check
it.
with your
They
friend.
misunderstand.
Why would you say that?
People
that's a huge
misunderstand.
Global, that's a global. That is.
I know, it was a wrong
And his
decision.
wife's at the UN. I mean, it's just crazy.
It was
what
horrible.
Do you think
It's
you're doing?
yeah, okay. And anything we'll say could be taken by the New York Post and turned. So I don't like to talk about George, and yet as stories go on, I always bring them up. But I'm not gonna. I try not to.
You also said that George Clooney said that on January 6th they should have finished the job.
Why are you going there?
I don't know.
You're
I don't know
so
what
you're
I'm doing.
so
I was late
you're
today.
an
My dog's been
incendiary
shitting all
comedian.
night.
What do you want to know about me?
I first became aware of you during Spin City. That was
Okay.
like when I was a kid.
And yet I had a life before that, but that's okay.
No.
Yes,
I
no,
don't
but that,
believe
that,
you
that
did.
that's how old
But
you
I
are.
understand. But I understand from my research you grew up in Philly, and you
Yeah,
and
but
I
yeah.
were at a very similar crossroads in our lives. We both were going to go to law school, and then we
Sure.
pursued our fabulous artistic pursuit.
Yeah, well, I'd say it, and this is, I mean, anybody who's seen an interview with me, I always say this. My dad's best friend said, try
Roy
acting.
Coen.
What?
Roy Coen, he was the lawyer for the McCarthy hearings.
Well, George, it was George's lawyer, and then told me to, hook on to Roy Coen.
Yeah.
So my dad's best friend said, try acting, because when you're 40, you're going to resent your wife and kids for having left your dream behind. So I tried it, and I actually wasn't any good, but I got away with it, and I enjoyed it. And then, okay, I'm gonna tell you something that I think is sort of interesting, and it hit me, is that when you're around 27, 28, 29, and you're an actor, all of a sudden at that age, you want a house, you want kids, you want money, you want the trappings that you knew your parents had. And so you say, enough of this acting, and you'll either go into law, or you become a producer, a director, or a writer, or whatever it is, or an agent, and you make a lot more money. When I was 27 or 28, I went to Second City.
Yeah.
And I was hired, and I worked every night. So I was an actor every night for 4.5 years. So I didn't even have time to say, and I was making not a good living, but I was making a living. And then all of a sudden I'm 33 years old, and Jesus, what am I going to do with my life? And I kept being an actor.
I think my qualification was if I can make money for rent and everything from just comedy. Like if I didn't need another job, then I was a comedian.
I used to say I didn't want to have kids until I could afford to send them to camp.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have our bar, and I did. I made rent. I could make rent all the time.
Did you go to camp growing up?
Hell yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. What camp? Where?
In upstate New York, obviously, a Jewish.
Well, I went to Camp Sunapee in New London, New Hampshire.
Did you? Were there girls at yours?
No.
Oh, really?
No. Were there girls at yours?
Oh yeah.
Did you get laid? First kiss at camp?
Third base, yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
then went to tennis camp and didn't get laid, but, went this far. From,
Yeah, I was pretty close.
Yeah, I was
I
pretty
got pretty
close.
close.
It was
I
great.
wasn't doing
And
really...
she was a good tennis player.
She was, too.
I don't know.
Really?
I don't
She was
remember.
funny, though. She was pretty smart.
Why?
I don't know. She probably
You know what?
liked
You're right,
liking
because
you.
I don't get pretty girls. I get smart girls.
You've dated some of the most beautiful women in
I
Hollywood.
was very lucky. My wife, who is no longer my wife, but is beautiful.
Yeah.
I've been very lucky. It's why I don't date. Why I don't have as many girlfriends as I would have liked in my life, because my bar is high, especially with what's on my resume.
My problem was I would watch Seinfeld growing up, and I would see
got
George.
everybody.
I would see George with these 11s, and I'd be like, "It's
Right.
it's a lie. It's on TV. Obviously." And then I moved to New York, and this is the land of, this is the place where
Beautiful, smart. You know what they
But
do? Like,
us guys somehow,
we do.
because
It's
they've
true.
seen enough, because they've watched Annie Hall, they think it's acceptable. To be with a freaking yeah. Thank you, Mr. Costanza and Mr. Allen.
You're right.
I
It's
mean,
very, very true.
it's kinda true.
Yeah, it's kind of true.
I'm never leaving. I can't.
Do you like LA?
What do you think? What kind of action could I get going over there? In Texas, do you think I could meet a woman? In Texas? No, I was born in LA. In fact,
Were you?
yeah.
If I were a betting man, I would have said you were not.
I was. Well, I look like I'm. Yeah.
Jew from Brooklyn.
My parents are from South Africa, Cape Town.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I'm going to South Africa. I'm taking my kids on a safari.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Where are you going? Kruger?
Botswana.
Botswana.
Yeah, Botswana.
Oh my God, you're going on the good one.
I know.
You're going on the good one.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, it's awesome. Can I come?
Sure.
Okay, we can go see my grandma.
Oh yeah,
She's 94.
we need somebody to throw out.
She just got a hip.
A little luring.
Bait.
Oh, your grandmother still lives in South Africa?
Yeah. She's never leaving. Yeah.
Well, I understand. She's
All
your
the
grandmother.
grandmas stayed. All my parents' generation of Jews left during apartheid, and then the grandmas are like, "I'm not going anywhere."
Of course not.
Well, that's not how they talk, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Does she have an accent?
Of course, yeah.
But not a Jewish accent.
Yeah. You know what I realized?
Can you do an impression of her?
Adam, you've got a lot of problems.
Okay. No, that's
And
not
I'm
what
like, I
any
haven't
Jewish
seen you-
grandmother sounds
I
like.
haven't seen you in 4 years. He's like, here are the things that are wrong with you. So we're competitors in this space.
In what?
I know you work for the other guys. You work for the Red Sox.
What?
You're the announcer for Mulaney's talk show.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a podcast.
This
Or-
is not a
or-
podcast. This is 1,000%.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, this is a talk show. I thought it was a podcast when I came in here and you
It's
weren't
a
here
talk
and you were
show.
late.
In
This
the
is a
style
talk
of
show.
Dick
This
Cavett.
is Dick Cavett, who I
Yes,
loved, and I
thank
don't
you.
blame you. I don't
Thank
blame you.
you.
I know Dick Cavett.
You know, I know he's alive.
He's
How
not
old
just
is he?
alive. He's a nice man.
How old is he? He's like 90s.
Okay. Yeah, he's old. Why would you point fingers at age? He's
I
an
think
old
it's
man.
great to live long. I don't want to die ever.
I don't either, and yet, the other night, I'm coming up in my apartment, and it's 2:30 in the morning, and I open
What's your address?
the door to the elevator, and there's a man standing there who lives on my floor, very old man, very old, and wizened and everything, and I go, John, what's the matter? He goes, I'm waiting for my wife. I mean, he's this. He's a little man.
So
And I go,
undignified.
I go, John, do you want to go back to bed? And he goes, yes. And I take my arm around him and I walk him in, and I walk him to his apartment, and I go, I walk him down. I mean, it takes 10 minutes because he's shuffling, and I walk him down, and I don't want to scare his wife, who has no idea that he's roaming the halls waiting for her. I go, Louisa, we get to the bed, Louisa, I'm doing it softly, and then she just wakes up, and a woman, and she goes, oh, and she just hopped out of bed. I took his bathrobe off, helped him into bed. He's got a urine stain the size of my fist, and the saddest thing. So, I want to live forever. I want to see my kids grow up. I want to see every good movie that's coming out. I want to see what's going to happen to this country. I love living.
Oh my
I am
God.
truly the guy who says I will sleep when I'm dead. I came home at 2:30. My wife left me because I have so much energy. I can't stop. I don't want to be John.
I really thought that story was going to have a punchline.
Hey, I'm not all about funny.
I know.
You can have Anthony Weiner on here, and wasn't that funny. Was
I
it
wasn't
funny?
that funny? No.
Well, you might have been.
It was like two
I could be
Jews
talk.
having
I
an
could
argument.
talk. I'm not funny all the time. Do you want funny?
No.
Do you want funny today?
No, listen.
No,
listen,
no, Adam.
You're not.
I had to look at the coffee
I'm not
cup
tell you to
to
tap
see.
dance.
I had to remember his name. Adam.
Yeah.
I can be funny if you want.
No, you don't have to be.
But I can be
yourself.
thoughtful.
I mean, that story was beautiful.
It's not beautiful.
Really
it's what
sad,
it
actually.
It was
disgusting
in
kind of
response to I want to live forever.
Yeah, because
You know
you
what?
saw some
Are we going to
disgusting-
use any punctuation in our talking, like a period, and now you talk, and then
No.
you talk a period, and then I talk?
No.
We're just going to talk over each other, and
We're
then you're going to
used to
say
it.
something that I think is important, and I'm going to say, "What did you say?" so that I could respond. Are we getting along?
You're my best friend.
Okay, good.
Do you get any points on Casamigos?
Let's talk about something else.
Okay. So you famously said George Clooney once said that the Uyghur concentration camps should be bigger. Why did you say that?
You're my
Why
favorite
would he
friend
ever say that?
You're my favorite
Why
friend
would George
ever.
Clooney say that? One of my favorite roles of yours, and it's a film that fucked me up for like 3 months. I went into a depression.
What?
And you almost steal the entire movie. Maybe do steal the entire movie. It's
Inside
A
Out?
Serious Man.
Oh, Serious Man's great.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great movie. Great.
Your
Every once in a
performance
while,
is brutal.
Well, that's so nice of you. That's
You
really,
say you
really
don't
nice.
watch any of your stuff.
That one I saw.
You have to watch that.
That one I saw.
Yeah. I was gonna.
Yeah,
yell at you.
I adore that movie. The Coen brothers, I hear, love that movie. I get lucky. Okay, Adam, you and I are both actors, and look what we look like. I'm not the most telegenic guy in the world.
Well, I look all right.
And that stuff that I get to do, it confounds me. How I call myself the Smuckers of acting. With a face like this, I better be good. But I wasn't good for a long time. I pulled one over, and then I got good. And the Coen brothers, the writing is great. Joel as a director, and even Ethan, who says he's not a director, but they both direct it. They both talk to you about it. I knew who this guy was.
How do they do it together? They write it together and then
Well, they
Joel
write
directs?
it together. And I've often said...
Is it like Bernie Taupin and Elton John? One does the lyrics?
You just can't... No. No, they write it together and they edit together. And I think because Joel... This is just my... I've never said this. I think just because Joel is a bit larger of a personality, but not that much bigger, he does the directing for the actors. But you talk to Ethan too.
Yeah.
And Ethan was a philosophy major.
Yeah.
And that makes sense
Yeah.
to me. And they when they work, they know what they want. I just remember the only, not disagreement, but I remember the prop guy coming up and saying, "Do you want?" You remember I had the sebaceous cyst, and so I had a washcloth in the back. You never saw the cyst, but you saw the washcloth, and he says, "Do you want a white washcloth or do you want floral?" And one said floral and one said white. And then I don't even know what we came up with. You know, it was neither here nor there. And they
Did that escalate?
It did.
Really?
Yeah.
They're like,
we-
Mom
yeah,
liked me
we
better.
We had to call in some security. It was awful. It came to almost fists. They actually did Greco-Roman wrestling.
Really?
Yeah, they
In
did
the
not.
nude,
They
used to do it.
did not box. They got down on the floor and they, with the whole thing, and they go and and then they wrestled.
And they were
And
wrestling.
that's how they solved
And
it.
you were like standing there. You're like, guys,
Guys, come on! It's just a movie.
tap me in.
Come on. No, I don't know. Who the hell knows how it?
I mean,
it ended up.
that performance is just.
That's really nice.
There's something about that movie that just lingers with you. when it's over. I think
I know.
I called my dad. I said I saw this movie, it's Serious
Oh,
Man,
oh.
and my dad said, he's like, I've been depressed since I saw it. I said,
No
I've been
kidding.
depressed too.
I think it's. I know this sounds crazy. I think it's a great date movie, and I'll tell you why. Is the person you're seeing with that you're dating? Are they a thinker? How do they think? What do they think about death? Is it funny to them, or was it sad? There's so many things. What is the afterlife? What all of that stuff. So I think it's a pretty good, and it can generate discussion. You know,
Yeah.
if you run out of discussion, you can talk about something. It's not just a Marvel movie.
Yeah, my move back in the day, I have a fiance now, but I used to take the chick to Claude Lanzmann's show. We're having fun, guys!
And say, who's the bad guy?
So
Okay,
what? So I'm a little bit on the fence about
Did
this
they
one.
deserve it? What?
I'm a wait and see. I'm on the fence. I want to see who wins at the end. Who are you going with? I want to. Okay, you were trained at the Second City. I mean, this is an opportunity for me as a younger gentleman. This is free education for me, sitting with you and interrupting you.
That's the stupidest thing you could possibly say.
This
What do you
is-
mean an education?
Okay, you want
I'm
me to
just
pay?
a guy.
I'll
I'm just
pay,
a guy.
then.
No, I'm
I'll
just
pay.
a guy.
Okay, so would you be keen on like doing a little like a scene with me?
An improvised scene or a written scene?
We could do either. You could choose.
I'm not. Let me tell you something about my improvisation. I'm not as good as everybody thinks. I was never as good as anybody thinks. I'm a good reactor. I can listen and react, but I don't react always funny. That's what I did with John, with your competition.
I would call him a friend and a colleague, but yeah.
No, he's your competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's a
Good
darn
luck.
sight better.
What?
Because
You know Mandel?
yeah, I
How great is
love
he?
him.
He's the
I loved
funniest guy.
everybody. There
Yeah.
are so many. Some of the stand-ups who were on the writing staff.
Yeah.
These minds, they're so great.
Yeah.
I just loved being on that show, and I hated it. Okay, let's talk about that.
That's how
This
they feel.
is interesting.
Yeah,
Is the
that's how
camera
they
on me?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Go to 3.
I was told I was really good on the show. I don't understand it. I didn't know what I was doing. I felt so ungrounded and insecure. And all I did was enjoy myself and try. The best thing I did on that show was keep my mouth shut. Because I so often, like you can see how often I talk, and I want to ask you questions, and on the panel I wanted to talk and find out and stuff like that. And I didn't. I said, this is John's show. He's funnier than I am. He's more intelligent than I am. And so I kept my mouth shut and I let John do some of the questions. And when I saw just an inkling of him searching for what next to talk about or trying to, I would come in and I'd have like 6 questions that I'd want to ask these people even before we started. And so I would listen to the conversation and then I would ask a question. I usually asked 1 question per segment of a person.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. And then as far as being funny on the show, they gave me written word. And these writers were great.
Yeah.
They were just great.
Give it up for the writer staff of the John Mulaney show.
It is. But it's true. They were great. I hope that they hire me when they start doing other stuff.
Well, if you need a gig.
I do.
If you need a gig, you
Always
just-
need a gig.
I'm in New York anyway, so
Always
you
need a
live
gig.
here.
By the way, I was at the second game of the Yankees. No, the first game of the Yankees.
Oh.
Heartbreaker. I know. Yeah, but now 2
I'm
in
a
a row.
Dodger fan, actually.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Why are you wearing that?
Because with the rise of anti-Semitism, like I'm doing more of a Dominican. I've been doing more of a Puerto Rican Dominican thing. I'm kind of hiding in plain sight. I don't want people to know. You are an actor. You're a keen. You have a keen eye for the world around you, right?
No.
Okay. You've been studying me since you came in here.
Yeah.
I've been studying you.
Okay. What have
And
you found
maybe
out? What have you found out?
We'll see where things go after. But why?
Wait, what's your assessment?
You?
Yeah.
You're the best.
No, what is your seriously? What's your assessment? What do
Of
you
you?
think about me? You think I'm a keen
You're
observer?
Exactly what I expected you to be.
Okay, and I am so not a keen observer. I can't tell whether somebody's gay or not. I can't tell whether they're wearing a wig
I'm not,
or a
by the way.
toupee.
I'm not. By the way, I'm not gay. I've been
So
called
you
that
say.
my whole life.
So you say.
I've been called that my whole life, sir.
This is the truth.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
And that's what acting is
young
all about,
actor.
is the truth.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's the.
Adam,
Yes.
I'm going to tell you what the most important thing in any scene is. No, this is not me being funny. This is the truth. I'm going to ask you right now, what is the most important thing in any scene? Any scene.
Doing your goddamn job.
Nope.
The objective.
Nope.
The camera.
Nope.
Best boy.
The other person.
Yes. Yes.
That's what's
I was
most
going to
important.
say that. I was going to say that.
What can you get? What do you want, and how can the other person give it to you? Because if you're alone, you don't need anybody else. You need something, and the other person's in the scene. In an interview, no, there's no drama.
Listen, you're a chameleon. You played
I'm
Winston
that
Churchill.
is. You're so wrong. I'm not a chameleon.
You played Malcolm X. You played Winston Churchill.
That's okay.
Okay.
Enough about me.
I want to
You're
see
right.
the magic trick that is Richard Kyle. Okay. Guys, football's back. There's no better time to place your picks. With Underdog, just pick higher or lower on 2 or more player stats for a shot to win real money. Available in 30+ states, including Missouri, Georgia, and Texas. On Monday and Thursday nights, hit the app during halftime to unlock exclusive second half promos. It's your chance to adjust the game plan and boost your payout. You're like fucking Belichick. And here are my picks for Thursday Night Football. This Thursday night, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Who day? Sign up with the promo code TAFS to play $5 to get $100 in bonus funds or entries. So download the app today and turn every touchdown into a dub with Underdog. Hey guys, I want to talk to you about Lucy. 100% pure, nicotine and tobacco free. As always, Lucy Breakers are nicotine pouches with a little extra surprise. Each pouch holds a capsule that can be broken and it releases a nice extra flavor. It's kind of like Gushers. You set yourself up with a subscription, you have Lucy delivered directly to your door. Guys, I use it all the time. I use the strongest one. I use the mintiest one. I throw it in before I kiss a girl. The girl gets a buzz going and she loves it. Let's level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. Go to lucy.co/TAFS and use promo code TAFS to get 20% off your first order. Lucy has a 30-day refund policy. If you change your mind, again, that's lucy.co and use code TAFS to get 20% off. And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age and every order is age verified. Warning, I can't do it. I can't do the fast thing. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine and nicotine is an addictive chemical. Back to the show. Okay, so what should we do the script? Okay.
Do the script. You have a whole staff here and nobody's saying anything, but I do need my glasses if I'm going to read. There you go.
All right, do you want to do a famous...
The person from Hulu is here. How am I doing? Is this okay?
You're doing good.
Am I representing...
At some point, Only Murders would be great.
Oh, just shut up with the
shut
economics and
Shut up.
and the corporation and trying to sell.
Sell.
Sell. How
laundry,
about just two people talking?
How about just be alive? Just living. So we're working on this project called The Audacity of Hope.
Nice title. I like that.
It's the Barack Obama biopic. So this is a scene from his youth. So would you like to play the role of Apua Rothstein? He's kind of the bad guy.
Yeah.
And I'll play the role of Obama.
Okay, I am really reading this.
Okay.
The cold. So I may ask for another take.
I have a cold
now?
too.
We have a lot of pages. We got 5 pages.
Listen, dude, we
It's
can
gonna
go
be
as
long.
long as you want. There's a lot of stage directions.
Okay, I will not be doing an accent.
I'm not doing an accent either. I'm
Okay.
doing Obama.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
I didn't think you'd show Obama.
Here I am, Apua. You're going down.
I wouldn't be too sure. Say, didn't your surfboard mysteriously disappear the other day?
Malik Obama walks up. Barack Obama puts his arm around him. Not so fast, Rothstein. He's got a board. Malik Obama hands Barack an all-black surfboard.
Oh, yeah. Looks great. Where'd you get that old hunk of junk?
Obama, Malik, where did you get this? You didn't build that. Malik, this is a ceremonial surfboard passed down from our great-great-grandfather, the brave chief of our family's village. It's entirely made out of African wood. It's from his Kenyan side. It's a magic surfboard. Okay. Hey, man. Obama. Hey, man. Thanks. Okay, now it's... let me be clear. If I win today, the youth center stays open. But if you win, you and your greedy family can tear it down and build a synagogue.
How about we up the stakes, huh? If I win, I get the youth center and your little girlfriend, Michelle.
Come on, Rothstein. She's a human being. Can you play
Right.
Michelle also?
I can speak for myself, Barack. I'll do it.
Then it's you, Apua.
Then we have ourselves a deal. Let's see you on the water, okay?
Okay.
Okoli.
So now we're on the...
Is a horrible scene.
Wait, so this is... No, this is a... I don't know if you've read Obama's biography.
I haven't.
He was in a surf competition, a big wave surf competition to save the youth center as a kid.
No kidding.
Yeah. So now we're on the water. Okay, there's a 150-foot wave coming, right?
Okay, yeah.
And you will be playing the role of George. Okay?
All right, now hold on. Is it a two-person scene? And
a
whenever
two-person
you do
scene.
your line, do not mention who you are. Just be who you are.
I'm
This is
trying-
great. Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Hey, Obama.
Oh, great. It's the angel of death. Am I dead?
No, son, I'm George Washington, the first president of these great United States of America.
It's pretty good. Hulu's here. What do you think of this?
Great.
Okay, so George Washington, what are you doing here?
I saw you from heaven. Looks like you'd use a little advice.
I suppose I could, George Washington. If I surf this wave, it would be the largest in recorded human history. And if I wipe out, I will surely pass away. And Apua Rothstein is going to fuck my girlfriend and turn the community center into some kind of Jewish church.
All right, listen, son. You know that picture of me crossing the Delaware River?
Yeah, why?
Oh, you ever notice what I'm doing with my feet?
No, I've been too busy smoking crack cocaine with gay prostitutes and the Choom gang. It's in the book. It's in the book.
Son, I was the president of the United States. You think I don't know what it's like to smoke crack with gay prostitutes? Now grow up. We did all that shit except for Millard Fillmore. Fucking pussy. Anyway, in the picture, I'm sitting on the front of the boat with my 10 toes hanging off it. I will call it hanging 10.
Hanging 10.
That's right, hanging 10. Why don't you give it a try?
I can't do it, George. I just can't do
Listen, Obama, sometimes,
Who?
you gotta have hope. The audacity of hope.
Pretty good. Okay, so Obama surfs the big wave.
We really
then-
are. Oh, we're going. We're
Yeah, yeah,
continuing.
yeah. Okay, so then
Yeah, but I have all the lines.
here's the last scene. Okay,
Why don't I play Obama and you
No,
have...
no, the last scene you're going to be playing, because George comes back, the ghost of George. So imagine this is kind of like an homage to Star Wars. So they're all getting the medals and stuff like that, but then the ghosts are in the back, right? Okay, so
beautiful.
I couldn't have done this without our great-grandfather's magical African surfboard. Then Malik says, "What? I just bought that piece of shit at Home Depot. Obama, the real magic was inside of you this whole time, okay?"
Yeah.
And then I walk away. I see the ghost of George Washington. Hello, George.
Hey, Obama. Listen, I just have one more thing to say. I lied earlier.
What?
Yeah, I wasn't watching you from heaven. I was watching you from hell. And watching you do that surfing made me realize something. I'd like to apologize for slavery. I didn't want to do it. It was wrong. But I got bullied into it, all of my friends, so I hope you can forgive me.
That means a lot, George, and I do forgive you.
Goodbye, Obama.
As Obama says this, George Washington's soul is finally allowed to enter the kingdom of heaven.
Bye.
Bye, George.
Bye, Obama.
And that's
This is fantastic.
and we got a lot more where that comes from.
That's going to be edited out easily.
And there's a hell of a lot more where that comes from.
Well, are you continuing, or is that just one scene?
We
Will you
thought
write
that-
the whole screenplay?
We're working on it.
I'm thinking maybe you hit up.
Hulu's here.
Yeah.
Maybe we hit up the
You
guys
make
over.
decisions.
We hit up the guys at Casamigos, and then we hit up maybe. What are you thinking? Spielberg? I mean, he did link him. I have a question. Like, I've asked other character actors this before. There's have you seen Paris, Texas?
Ages and ages ago.
So Harry Dean Stanton
The
was
best.
this like legendary character actor, and
Great.
it was his one starring vehicle, and it was like legendary. Like, do you aspire for your own Paris, Texas one day? Is that something that you have in your mind, or are you like, I'm a team player, I'm like I like being on the squad?
It's a really good question.
Thank you.
Whenever I do a play, I always do the leading role because the economic consequences are not as great in a play. If you do a movie or a TV show, you know, people have to run to see you because you're, you know, and I can't generate that. But in a play, like, you know, I do plays at Bay Street Theater out in Sag Harbor, maybe they'll come see the guy who's on television, Richard Kind, and they know me out there, and they like me, and there's, you know, so I'll always do a leading role. Do I ever wish for that? I've had it a few times, actually, but they're not in big movies because big movies, they can't afford to have me. Big movies cost a lot of money. Here's what I'll tell you about George Clooney. When George Clooney says yes to a movie, an industry opens. You got hotels and dry cleaners and restaurants and a lot of people working. You have big sets. A lot of people are working. Plus, when it comes out, stocks for the company that made the movie will rise and fall. So a lot of people are impacted financially. When I do the lead in a movie, it's $500,000 movie. It's $800,000 if you're lucky. And I get to do, and I don't get paid much, and I get to be the star. And nobody sees it. Nobody.
Well, we can get the word out.
Nobody sees it. I did a movie.
What if,
it's really
what if you
pretty
did a
good.
switcheroo, like George books Ocean's
Oh, shut
14,
the fuck
and
up,
then
Adam.
you show up as
Adam, shut the fuck
thought
up.
it's just- I'm just
I'm
thinking
giving you
out loud.
honest stuff here.
I'm thinking
this
out
is
loud.
gold I'm giving you. And in fact, I'm going out to Montauk to do a movie.
You are?
From October 21st till November 25th, and I am the lead in a movie.
What's the picture? What is it?
I don't, it's called Blueberry Cafe, and you'll never see it.
I will.
I'm hawking it already. I don't know if it's going to be any good. I don't know where you'll get to see it. Who knows if it'll get distributed?
Hopefully on Hulu. Right?
Hulu, come on, Blueberry Cafe.
Come on, Blueberry Cafe.
I'm selling this thing and it hasn't even been made. I don't know
What is
whether-
wrong with you people?
I don't understand Hulu anymore.
I don't.
Ever since Disney, I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah, I
Stop
agree.
it. I'm not
agree.
going to get. No, I happen to
I
like.
agree. Ever since
I love the
Disney.
good folks
Yeah?
at Disney. They've always given me work.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if it said like on the billboard,
Yeah.
Hollywood Boulevard, big billboard, Blueberry
Cafe.
Cafe. Richard Kind, full frontal nudity for the very first time.
That'll keep them away.
Yeah.
Dear God,
And-
no,
and then-
don't make me.
And then,
What?
and then
How
there's
much
a-
are they paying me to go see this?
and then there's a pull quote that says, "And you won't be disappointed." Okay.
Are you
great.
enjoying this?
I'm having such a good time.
I'm glad.
I'm having such a good time.
I'm glad.
So you've been you mentioned Pixar. You've been a
I did
voice
not
actor.
mention Pixar.
You said Disney.
You're right. I did mention
Thank
Disney.
God I got out of that.
Go
one.
ahead. Go ahead. For a while, when I was working with them, they weren't Disney.
Yeah.
They were just Pixar.
Yeah. And then when Disney got involved,
They were great. They
were
continued.
great.
They continued to
They
be
were
great.
great.
Because their leadership is great.
yeah,
They're great. The man named Pete Docter, who's a good friend of mine.
that's not his name.
Pete Docter. Except
on.
it's Docter.
Oh, okay.
They're now friends of mine. His wonderful wife Amanda, who I love Pete, and then all of a sudden Amanda came. I love Amanda.
What'd she look like?
She's from Minnesota. Midwestern, beautiful
nice.
woman.
Nice.
Very beautiful
Yeah,
woman.
Minnesota, nice.
And their daughter Ellie, who Riley is based on in Inside Out. Is a
Yeah.
very dear friend of mine, and she runs helps to run a place that you should go to. Have you been to the National Comedy Institute,
I practically built that.
Adam?
Yeah. No, I never have. Where is it?
Always got to be funny.
Where is it? Where is it?
Always a little snarky
I'm
little
insecure.
answer.
I'm an insecure guy.
Right, okay,
I'm insecure.
so-
I got
so
a lot
I'm
of
gonna
problems.
help you.
I have a lot of problems.
I'm going to help you. There is a place up in Jamestown, New York. It's the National Comedy Institute. You think that I'm lying? It is like the Baseball Hall of Fame. It's like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. This is sort of the Comedy Hall of Fame. There's a lot of people you know who have put money into it and stuff. They now have an exhibit, a Carl Reiner exhibit, that I spent 2 days watching old clips and reading. The best.
The best.
They have all of Joan Rivers' jokes and
The
styles.
best.
They have a George Carlin's daughter.
The best.
Was instrumental, and a Pryor's daughter, instrumental in giving stuff. The place has so many things. Do you know what they have there? Alan Brady's desk. Do you know who Alan Brady is?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
They have they have all this stuff. It's a great place. For those of you who like this particular show, make a trek up to the Comedy Museum. You'll go in for a day. You'll want to stay 3 or 4. It's just fantastic.
Do they have like a Field of Dreams? Do they have like a club? Like a you know what I mean?
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
They have they have a room based on Caroline's Comedy Club.
Oh, R.I.P.
What?
It's gone.
Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about Caroline. Oh, Caroline's a friend. You want to know how I know Caroline?
Caroline's all right.
You want to know how I want it? You want to know how Caroline's? This is a very interesting story. It does it have an ending? Is it a joke? No.
No. Okay. You could tell any kind of story.
Okay. In my early days, I was a singing waiter out in the Hamptons. Okay, so that's how I made my rent money. So I'm out in the Hamptons, and in West Hampton, and
The provinces.
so in West Hampton, and there was a club called Taraz, and Caroline Hirsch used to come with Neil Hirsch, who was in Time magazine as, in that day, this is 40 years ago, one of the youngest millionaires. He was the top 100 millionaires in America under 30, Neil Hirsch. Caroline Hirsch was married to him. They used to come in, they used to order Dom Perignon. Whenever anybody ordered Dom Perignon, you were going to get a decent tip. He used to tip $100. He was beloved.
That was good.
Okay,
Yeah.
$100. 40 years ago as a tip?
He could have done better than that.
Yeah, okay. So we were a singing waiter. Okay, I was a singing waiter, and Caroline loved us, and she loved the singing
What was
waiters.
your big song?
There is nothing like a dame.
Let's hear a little bar.
We got sunlight on the sand, we got moonlight on the sea, we got mangoes and bananas you can pick right off a tree. We got volleyball and baseball and a lot of fancy games. What ain't we got? We ain't got dames. There's a lot of things in life and beautiful, but brother, there is one. Okay. Anyway, I used to do that, and I used to do, oh, I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. I reached the top and I had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. There are people who know where that's from.
I know where that's from.
You know where it's from? Where?
It's from Pink Floyd The Wall.
No, it's Disney. Oh, I'm the king of the swingers.
Oh, King
the
Louie.
jungle VIP.
Yes.
I reached the top and had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. So I did that. So we did these songs. You are so bored. You're looking at your notes. What are we going to talk
My
about
account
next?
just emailed
Let me
he said
finish the
I ran out of
story.
money.
It's an interesting story.
Okay, continue.
So they used to come in. Caroline loved the singing waiters. So what did she do? On 28th Street, she opened, or 26th Street, she opened a restaurant. Caroline's had singing waiters, okay? And we would perform, people would perform. I didn't work there, but I would come by and we would sing Tuesday through Sunday. So what does she do on Mondays? So she says, you know what, on Mondays I'll have stand-up comedians come. So on Mondays was stand-up comedy night. Well, Mondays became very popular.
Yeah.
So Mondays became Tuesday, became Wednesday, Thursday, and 7 days a week. Singing waiters gone, she had a comedy club, and that's how Caroline's got started.
Have you ever done stand-up?
Never.
Never.
No.
You'd be good.
No.
Can I write for you?
If somebody wrote for me and I could really do good, in a heartbeat, I'd be really good. But I'm not that witty. Would I be able to handle hecklers or stuff like that?
No one's gonna heckle you. You're a beloved.
You always get heckled. But I'm not that good to write for myself. But yes, I'm pretty good.
Did you hear how good that Barack Obama script was? We could do this, and we could write you a type 5 in 2
Really?
minutes. Yeah, it wouldn't even take 5 minutes.
I may need help on something because I host a lot of charity events, so I may
Okay.
need help. But I did write 2 jokes that are pretty funny.
Let's hear it.
Okay, you're gonna like this.
Of course. Wait, can I intro you?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say to you got to walk on stage.
No. I'm gonna tell the
Ladies
joke.
and gentlemen, coming up next to the stage, you're really gonna like this. This guy is he's new to comedy, but I think he's going straight to the top. Richard, entertainer, everybody. Yeah.
Thank you. So my wife was raised Episcopalian, and then she married me and converted to anti-Semitism.
Oh, that's good.
It's a pretty good joke.
That's good.
I gotta tell you, I feel very bad right now. I'm not very sad. I'll start from the beginning. My grandmother once told my family that she would rather die than go into an old age home.
Okay.
And today, we shot her. It's an okay joke.
Yeah.
It's an okay joke. Okay, so you see, maybe I died.
You shot your grandmother.
That's what I did.
I thought that was.
Maybe you didn't like that joke as much.
Reminded me of the
But it
old
worked
guy.
at Second City. When I used to have to introduce scenes, I used to do that
I don't
joke.
know. I just was reminded of that old guy in the elevator and with the piss, and I don't want to get old.
The Adam Friedland Show, everybody.
You famously said you'll do anything, right?
Anything.
Anything.
I'll act as.
I
bet-
love that too because like there's
I pretty much do anything.
there's such a like a bullshit thing like when you're a working actor you're on planes all the time you're going to set for a week there are things that are longer production for a day you're all over the show
All
right?
over.
But there is like this like I think bullshit that cuts through, right? Where you're like, I'll fucking do anything. I don't give a
Well, I will tell you that
Yeah.
the stuff that I won't do. Since I did Serious Man, I get offered every Jewish role. Every Jewish role.
Isn't that just so offensive?
It's not that offensive. I don't blame them.
Richard,
but I won't
why would they even cast you?
Okay,
Like,
but I won't. If the role wears its Judaism on its sleeve, like playing a rabbi or speaking Yiddish, stuff like that, I say no. If it has hints of it, like let's say a brash producer, which you go, oh my God, what a Jew, or something like that, that doesn't matter. But if it wears its Judaism on its sleeve, I will turn it down.
Come on, dude.
Continue. Come on, dude.
Okay, so we're not gonna do that next pitch that I had for you. I was gonna.
He's a Jewish surfboarder.
No,
it's a rabbi in Talit.
It's a story. It's not very inspirational. It's about the first Jew who died in the Holocaust.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's like, come on, it's one Jew.
No, he's like in line.
It's like one Jew.
He's like in line for the train. He's like, how long is this gonna take? And then the other Jews are like, can you just take him first? What is this line?
The first Jew to die in the Holocaust.
The first Jew. It's not a very long movie. Kind of the Holocaust
No,
story.
that's hilarious.
It's maybe a short.
I mean,
Hulu.
so
What
what's
do you
the
think,
big
Hulu?
deal? Are they really? I mean, how dangerous could they be?
Show some gumption, Hulu. Back a project. Actually,
The first Jew to die.
I think it's a good idea. We can stretch that out 90 minutes, 95 minutes.
Oh my God.
They call him the world's most Jewish man. Okay, actually, here's a. Have you ever read that article about the two? Oh God, I talk about Jews too much.
You do.
I talk all too much. You know, my therapist. I realized I was gonna.
A Jew?
No.
Good.
He said I could never stick with a therapist. He said you bring up being Jewish all the time,
Right.
and I'm like,
You do.
I do.
You
And
do.
he's like, yeah, and it's always in the negative.
Yeah, but you
And
wanna
I was
know
like, but a Jewish therapist would have been like, of course, it's terrible.
no,
it's
you bring it
terrible
up.
to be
You
Jew-
bring it up because it's funny. Because you can mine a
bit.
lot of jokes from being Jewish.
I do. This is going to be Jew, but whatever. What are you going to do? You're sitting and watching the Protocols of the Elders of Zion show right now. Look at the two of us. You're watching this is the meeting. We're going to call this episode The Meeting. There were 2 Jews left in Afghanistan that refused to leave during the Taliban, right? This is a true story.
Go ahead.
And they didn't want to fucking go. They were just too stubborn, and they hated each other. They despised each other. There were 2 left, and they fucking hated each other. And then the Taliban arrested them, and they were in jail. And together, and they hated each other so much, and they were so annoying that the Taliban literally let them go.
Oh God, that's so
The
funny.
Taliban literally released them from the prison. And I'm like, that's just
I think that's a movie.
that's a fucking movie.
That's a movie. I can tell you that
I'm not because you're here. Not because you're here.
that would be an interesting story.
It would be an interesting
because
story.
it's an interesting story about hate.
It would be an interesting story.
And the hook being the Taliban, but this has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But Raymond Chandler and Billy Wilder
Yeah.
had to write Double Indemnity, the screenplay,
Yeah.
and they put them in a cabin together.
They hated each other.
Hated each other.
Really?
Hated each other. No, was it Raymond? Because I get them
I
confused.
think it might be.
Was it Chandler or was it the other one
The
who
other
wrote?
pulp detective.
yeah,
guy.
who wrote?
Well, it's an adaptation of a Chandler book, right?
Yeah, but who wrote the Maltese Falcon? Who wrote one is sort of a higher class guy. Hammett, Dashiell Hammett.
Dashiell Hammett.
But I don't think it was Hammett. It was Raymond Chandler.
It was Chandler.
It was Chandler and Wilder were together, and they hated each other. Hated each other. But look what comes out of hate.
Yeah.
Double Indemnity.
This episode, in fact. The greatest episode of the Adam Friedland
In
show
fact,
ever.
there's 3 hates going on. There's 2 people
We
self-hating.
hate ourselves, yes.
And then there's you
Oh
and
my
me.
God. Where were you like around 9 months before April 1987? Did you?
Oh, was that your birthday? Did I fuck your mom?
I mean, maybe.
I fucked your mom.
This could be like my dog as a through line. This is going to be a beautiful through line, a perfect ending for the episode. And I think this might be the only time I've ended an episode properly.
What's your mom's name?
Joanne. It was my late mother. I'm not
And your
trying to bring it
grandmom's
down.
living?
What?
Your grandmother's living.
Isn't that a
So
fucking?
could I
isn't
could
that
I
a
fuck your
disgrace?
grandma?
Isn't that a disgrace?
I'll be in Botswana. I could fuck your grandmother.
You
Please
already
let me fuck your grandmother.
This could
please.
be like my dog
And the way
meeting
she
the sun.
talks.
You
She
are
doesn't
my-
talk
you are
like a
ISIS.
Jew. She doesn't talk like a Jew. She talks
she
with
talks-
the.
she
I
talks
know.
like a-
I could fuck that.
She's a. I mean, she just got a hip, so
Perfect.
apparently she was.
So she won't just lie there like a lox.
Apparently-
she'll really move because she's got it. Titanium.
she's got moves.
Titanium hip.
If anyone's got
Bring it on,
moves,
sweetheart.
My grandmother, Esther. Both my grandmothers were named Esther, but this
Wow.
one was the one with the moves.
Good,
Let me
'cause-
tell you.
I mean,
will
I
say-
could speak ill of the dead. I really didn't want to fuck Joanne again.
I will say
You were
stop
enough.
it, please.
But I'd like to fuck Esther.
This could be
either
like,
Esther.
This is like the other one.
In fact, that's the name of my
other-
autobiography.
wait.
Either Esther.
The other Esther was such a psycho that after she drove her husband to an early grave, she slept with a man's watch on the opposite bedside table to make people think she was getting laid. She was a psychopath. Anyway,
What time is it?
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Richard Kind, everybody. That was awesome. That was just like natural. You're the man. You're the best.